Okay, so today we're going to be having a sneak peek into a 5 Stones Jiu-Jitsu class. This is not something I like to do all the time, just because obviously it's a product that my students are paying for, and then putting it for free on YouTube is a little bit of disservice to them. But with that said, I do like to give sneak peeks here and there. Lately, we've been working a lot on single legs specifically. We've been looking at the entirety of leg tackles, but we've been working on single legs. So some of the techniques you'll see me teach are going to be very brief, and that's simply because it's something I've already been working with my student body, and they already have been able to practice and drill it. So what you're seeing today is just basically a live look at class of what an actual class pace is like. Okay guys, let's bring it in. Drew, come here. All right, so again, starting off with our Henry Cejudo drill. Once again, keeping in mind we have proper head position, deep elbow, proper foot positioning, okay? Make sure you're in a strong split squat. My knee is not far away from Drew's feet and legs. My knees are nice and close. My head and my temple are in a good tight position, and I'm constantly keeping that primary hand elbow deep as much as possible. I'm disconnecting, I'm transferring to the other side, and once again I'm in a strong position. If I feel like Drew's feet ever get away from me, go ahead, Drew. I will take the time to readjust and reposition before I continue the drill, okay? The Henry Cejudo drill on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's good.
Too far, Drew. Get your hips farther under him. Good, Flutie. Keep that primary hand elbow deep. Good. Give me at least one reposition with your bottom knee. Good, yes, good. Now you're generating Kazushi. Good job. But stop right here. That leg, don't have it that far forward. That's not good base. He's gonna be pushing into you. You're gonna get off balance this way. Take this leg out this way. There you go, good. Now from here, stop. Keep your grip, switch your gable grip the other way around, good. Now give one knee pound to get your knee under him a little bit. That's it, better. Okay, good, bring it in. Again, we always, that's just an introductory drill, guys, as we know. And we're gonna meet different lines of resistance, okay? One of the main lines of resistance we're going to meet is my opponent's going to start to cover my head with his chest, the back of my head with his chest, so he can start to effectively sprawl and make me feel his weight. Go back. The moment he starts to cover my head with his chest, assuming I can't get my head back out easily, so say for example if he covers my head with his chest, and I can simply, let me take my head back to the position, that's great. However, that's not always possible. So he covers my head with his chest, he starts to sprawl, I disconnect my hands and I put my hand on the mat. I do not hold on, go ahead, and allow him to get me stretched out, okay? Come back. I maintain posture and height as much as possible. So from here, as he starts to cover my head, starts to sprawl, I place a hand on the mat. Now, once I place a hand on the mat, it's my job to get my center of gravity under his. Right now, his hips are far away from mine. That's going to make it very hard for me to get back into a single leg situation. So from here, I will go 1, knee pound, 2, knee pound, 3, back up to my split squat, and my head recovers again, okay? And now once we're back up in this position, we're in a great position to keep wrestling. Once again, he's gonna club my head forward, block the back. I'm gonna put my hand on the mat and keep my head high. The lower your head goes, the worse things get for you. The higher you can keep your head, the stronger you'll be in this position, the harder it'll be for him to continue to sprawl. I go 1, 2, 3, and I'm up. Once you're up, switch, drive forward, stand up on the guy, and now from here start to attack. Make sense, guys? On 3, 1, 2, 3. Ivan. This elbow is your primary hand. The shallower this elbow is, the worse things are going to be for you. The deeper that elbow is, give me your right hand, the better things are for you. Does that make sense? So if you're attacking a single leg, as much as possible, you need to make sure this hand, and specifically the elbow, stay as deep as possible at all times. And if he manages to strip your elbow out, you fight to get it back in. Head high and proud, good. Okay, he's covering it. Put your hand on the mat, put your hand on the mat before you, good. Now, knee pound in. 1, 2, one more, 3, and up. Up, 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 up. Good, exactly. Good job. Good job. Now we're gonna go for a backside finish, okay? So, I'm in on a single leg again. Drew manages to get his leg back and away. I'm gonna disconnect my hands and still put a hand on the mat, okay? That doesn't change. Again, what is so special about this right hand post? What it does is, again, it allows me to, number one, retain some form of posture. Number two, retain some form of head height. And that's gonna be very valuable for me. From here, this next finish I'm going to do is called a backside finish on a single leg. What you're going to look to do is the main goal in a backside finish is to get my left elbow behind and inside the near knee. Okay, how am I going to do that? From here, I'm going to step up to my left leg, step up to my right leg. I'm going to run 1, 2, 3 until I could drop my elbow behind Drew's body. Okay, so that's my main goal, my main priority with this finish sequence. Okay. I take my left elbow and I drop it to the mat behind Drew's leg. Once I drop that left elbow to the mat, it's bearing my weight. I will continue to walk behind him. Drew's doing an excellent job of keeping a whizzer, as you can see. I will continue to circle behind him, take my left knee, rake his ankle out. My right hand's gonna go to the lace of his foot. I'm gonna shelf his leg, okay? And I shelf by standing up and covering his leg in this position like so, where my tricep comes in front of my groin, and now from here I'm in a leg shelf. Many different finishes from a leg shelf. But to keep it just continuous with what we've been doing lately, all I'm going to do is I'm going to start to hike up. He's going to start to stand up. This is a very common reaction. Again, the Ashi Harai, hop, 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 sweep, and he's down. Notice how I didn't just drop him on the mat. Drew already has enough CTE, so we don't have to give him any more, all right? He'll be lucky if he can talk by age 50, all right? So once again, I'm in on a single leg. He starts to sprawl. I put my hand on the mat. I'm trying the initial series, but it's not really working. I can't really get my hips under him. I'm going to pop up, run, 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 and place my elbow on the mat behind his leg. That completely shuts down his sprawl. Off that elbow, my left elbow being on the mat, I will circle, circle, left knee, ankle. Now the leg's mine. I take my right hand, I step up, and I pull his right leg into a holster position, like so. I take my tricep and I place my tricep in front of my groin here, like so. My hands are free. He tries to pull his leg out, it's wedged, it's not going anywhere. Okay? From here, I will Achilles lock, start to create head height, and now we're in this position. Hops, hops, hops. I sweep, and now he's down. Okay? On 3, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, good timing. Now run and get that left elbow on the mat behind him, Mike. Beautiful. Drop your left hand flat to the mat. Still molding to his knee, but the outside, yes. Now, that left elbow needs to hold as much of your weight as possible. Lean all your weight on that left elbow. Yeah. Stoller, keep a whizzer as best you can. Good. Now, now rake that leg out, rake it out, and holster it on your hip. Good. At this point, Stoller, your whizzer will start to come out. Exactly. Achilles, build height. Good. Now from here, finish. So go back. I'm going to give you a very simple finish you can do today. All I want you to do is put your hand on his shoulder, run him down. That's it. That's it. Super easy finish. The other one's really, really good, and I want you to get good at it. This one you could hit tomorrow. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, guys, bring it in.